Here we go. We are recording, so everything you say will come on this microphone and also be online. So if you're not here right now, you're hopefully watching this online. Circle. Circle. Definition. Those are points in a plane. Points in a plane. Okay, but more specific than that, they are a given distance. They are a given distance. They are a given distance from, I'm going to say the center. Okay? So a given distance from a specific point called the center. Okay? So basically the idea here is we're going to have some point in the middle. Okay? We're going to talk about some sort of given distance. So like 2 inches. So I'm going to put, this is 2 inches, and this is 2 inches, this is 2 inches, this is 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. Okay? But guess what? I can also go 2 inches this way. And right here, right here, right here, right here. Okay? And eventually, halfway in between each one of these is also going to be 2 inches. And eventually, I'm just going to keep putting dots up here. So eventually, it's going to look like a solid line, but a curved line, right? So actually, a circle is actually a collection of points. It's actually not a line at all. It's just infinitely many itsy-bitsy tiny points that are so close to each other, it looks like a line.
Wow.
Okay, that's the actual definition of a circle. It's a collection of points in the same plane. And they're all a certain distance from the center. Okay? Whatever your center is how you're going to name your circle. So this, for instance, would be, this is kind of silly. The notation is, we'll say, this is circle C. Okay? It's always based on whatever the center point is. Cool. Radius. It's a given distance we just talked about. Oops, given distance. What am I doing? Very close. Oh, it's really dumb. Like I've never ridden before in my life. A given distance. Okay? So when we talk about this right here, from C out here to any of these points, that's going to be your radius R. You guys already know that. That's sweet. If we were to give this a point like this is some point out here, P, then the radius would then be CP. If we talk about the actual length, if we actually talk about the length, we would say CP, like so. So this means length CP. This means the actual radius. So it depends on how much you're talking about. Like if someone says the radius is 6, when you're talking about the length, you're actually talking about the actual physical radius, and that's going to be a line segment, so it has to be notated that way. See how there's so many details in geometry? It's lots of detail orientation. Like algebra is like, make sure you do the right steps. This is like, make sure you have the right steps and all the notation go with it. God bless you. The center, well, that's the given point.
Wait, so it's both the given? Oh, no, that was the given distance.
Yeah, so this is this part here. So that's going to be C, center. Man, this is like skipping left screen on the wrong here.
What? What does that say?
It says center.
That I was thinking because.
Mr. Davidsky,
Yes?
can you please send Ty Richardson to the main office with his car keys?
Yes, he's on his way.
Thank you.
Cord.
Hi, tell me what happened.
Okay, a cord is a segment through. It's a segment through the inside. The segment through the inside. I don't know where I'm writing there. With end points. Man, this is not identifying what I'm actually writing. This is terrible. The end points are on the circle. Okay. The segment through the inside. I'm gonna look at this.
Okay.
With end points on the center. Okay, so we have a circle, right?
What was the segment through?
Segment through the inside. Segment through the inside with endpoints on the circle. Really fast, I need this. Really fast. Actually, I'll do it just for about 30 minutes. Okay, so here we go. It's a segment through the center, through the inside with endpoints on the circle. So if we have an endpoint here, and an endpoint here, this becomes a chord. Okay, it's a chord. We can also have one that's right here, that's right here. It's also a chord. They don't have to be parallel. You can also have one that goes here, here. It's fine. You just have to have endpoints right there. I'm going to label some of these with specific points. Let's just call this A here. Let's call this B here. And we're going to call this chord AB. Like so.
Solid.
It's on the side pocket.
It's not English originally.
No.
Okay. The diameter is a chord. It's a chord which goes through the center. I really do know how to spell and write through the center. Okay, it's a chord through the center. Okay, so when I do this, if I call this C and B, and my center here is Q, okay, and the center of my circle is Q, and this chord CD actually goes through Q, which is the center, and that's going to be my diameter. We would say diameter.
It's like a boat, that boat, you know, with the sailing thing, you know, with the boat, the flag.
Sail,
Yeah, is that what that's called?
maybe? Diameter CD. Right, so we're using this picture up here just to diameter CD. As long as it goes through the center, we're fine. Okay? Tangent. I'll use rings more. Tangent. Okay. Tangent is a line. It's the only thing that we're really talking about that's a line, which is kind of important because when you see definitions, if you have to do some sort of process of elimination, it's a line. The second thing is it's actually outside the circle. Outside the circle. Okay. A line outside the circle, but more specifically, it touches the circle. I'm really trying to write slowly so that it comes out. It touches the circle at exactly 1 point. Okay? Okay. The line that's outside the circle, it touches the circle at exactly 1 point. Okay? So when we draw this, it should be kind of obvious because it goes all the way through, or it keeps going in each direction. So if I have a circle right here, if I put the center right here at W, okay, there's now circle W.
Yeah, the whole image.
Okay? And if all of a sudden I put some point out here, R. Okay? So circle W, there's some point R. What you're going to do is there's some line that comes through here, and it just ever so slightly touches the circle right there at point R. That's the only place it touches the circle is through that one itsy-bitsy tiny little point. If it was 1 micrometer to the left, it would not touch the circle. If it was 1 micrometer to the right, it would actually touch at least 2 or 3 points.
Yeah.
Okay? So it only hits that one thing there, and you have to give it a name here. We'll say this is T, G. This is tangent, T, G, and it's actually a line. Okay? It's like the only thing we're talking about today is actually going to be a line. Okay. When you have all this, please turn the page. If you have a question, let me know. Does anyone have any questions or need clarification on any of these so far?
I will. I'm sorry. If you find
God bless you. Holy cow. Look at all these words.
Yeah, I can't get those because those pockets are way too high.
I know.
I don't know. The only things I wear are old Navy and as cold as it can be. don't like
2 points on the circle. Okay, so we're talking about an arc. Okay, so if I find 2 points on here, here's a point here, here's a point here. Okay, I'm going to call this, I don't know, AC. Okay, 2 points on the circle and all the points between. Okay, so the arc is actually starts here at A and goes all the way around until you hit C. Okay, so it'd be arc AC. Okay, the way we write this is we actually write AC. That makes sense, right? And since the arc is actually sort of a curve, right? It's kind of a curve. We actually draw this so it looks like it has like a little bubble hat on top. Okay? Let me draw that again because I think it came out funny. It has a little bubble hat on it like that. That's the way it should look. I don't really like the first one. If you write AC, and it has a little bubble arc on it. Okay? Now we're going to talk about specific arcs as we go along. Okay? Semicircle. Semicircle is basically like half a circle. Half a circle, if you want to think of it that way. I better switch colors to do this. It's an arc whose endpoints, let's say it this way, are on the diameter. It's really kind of a tough way of just saying, hey, it's half a circle. Okay? An arc whose endpoints are on the diameter. Okay, that's not a huge deal. I'm going to draw a circle here. Here's the center. Here's the diameter. Like so.
Pokemon. Yeah, I told you.
What's that? Huh?
Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon.
Pika Pika.
Let's see, I'm going to have to do right up here. It looks like this. So this is like A, B, C.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
Huh?
Now it's really Pokemon. You really shouldn't have it on there, but that's Pokemon. Okay. Oh boy. AC, like that. Okay.
Only Pokemon.
Minor arc.
I'm off the boat.
What do you think a minor arc is? What's that? Yeah, it's less than a semicircle. Yeah, it's anything that's less than a semicircle. So we'll say an arc that is less than 180 degrees. Okay. How long is half a circle? Half a circle. 180. So a semicircle is always 180 degrees. Okay? So a minor arc, what if it's 179? What's a minor arc? If it's 10 degrees, what's a minor arc? Okay? If it's 13.7 degrees, hey, it's still a minor arc. Okay? Anything less than 180. If it's 180, what is it? Well, it's a semicircle.
Semicircle.
If it's more, it's going to be called a major arc. We'll get to that in a second. Okay? So we can basically use this picture of, we'll use this picture right here. We're dealing with arc AC. Same picture, that's a minor arc. That way you don't have to draw anything more. Okay. Major arc. Okay, so everything's the same so far. If you have, we do this, it's all the same so far. Major arc. More than 180 degrees. Pretty easy, more than 180 degrees. The weird thing is, see, major means large. It's the largest circle. A large arc. But say it's major arc. The idea is now these are going to have 3 letters, so we need to figure out which way it goes. So if I was to talk about this and just say AC, like so, there's another letter, let's just say W over here. I like W. Okay? If I wanted to talk about the small part, I could just say, hey, arc AC, and everyone knows that's the small part. If I want to talk about the other part of AC, like the outside part of it, if I want to go this way, around like this, about all this stuff, like if I just draw the letter C, okay, like so. And the way I have to do this is I have to say, hey, here's my starting point. This is AWC. Or you could say this the other way, CWA. I wish I could have spelled the word better.
I have a question.
So either way, it's going to describe this entire arc out here. If there's 2 letters, it's 180 or less. If it's 3 letters, then it's a major arc.
Okay, does the minor arc, this says arc or R, that is, arc that is,
Arc.
and then the other one says arc too.
Arc. Yep. Arc. An arc. Because could you actually say R that is?
No,
That doesn't make any sense.
I know, right?
I know, right?
Wait,
What now?
so R who's, wait, I'm sorry.
Arc,
That's
who's,
arc.
and corners. Yeah.
Are who then posted?
R, who's.
What's it say?
Let's go to English class.
Okay.
All right, 3 left. We're so close to being done. So close. With the vocabulary part of it.
Oh no.
I know. Central angle. Central angle. Central. Where do you think it's going to be located?
In the middle.
In the middle, okay? So, angle. Angle. That uses, oh, what is that? That uses, I know, it was even worse before.
Hermione.
Angle that uses the center as a vertex. Okay. Angle that uses the center as a vertex. Don't give up now. We're so close to being done. Don't give up.
I gave up.
Tight and strong. Be tight and strong here.
Not right now.
I didn't say anything about tight and strong.
Oh, there's some girl in my. I don't know.
I've never seen so many circles in my life. You don't want to.
Okay. So the way that I'd write this is you could write this as angle ABC. You could write it as angle CBA. You could write it as angle B. Would all be acceptable ways of writing that. All 3 of those. They're all the same. Okay? The central angle. Now here's the weird part about it. We're going to talk about this soon. Say this is 20 degrees, or I think this is more like 40 degrees. Then this is 40. Okay? This is the cool part about this. The whole circle is 360 degrees, right? The whole circle part of it. This arc AC is also going to be 40 degrees as well. So if this is a 40 degree angle, that becomes a 40 degree arc. The measure of that arc would also be 40 degrees. It's 40 degrees of the whole 360. If that makes sense at all. What does the word congruent mean? Same. Same.
Huh?
Yeah.
Circles with the same radius length, is that okay? Do I have to draw pictures of that?
Yes.
Is that ridiculous or what? Fine, I'll draw it. I don't care. Circle, boom. Circle, boom.
No.
That's A, that's B, that's 2, that's 2. Circle A is congruent. Circle B. Nice. Circles with the same radius length. Last thing, concentric circles. Concentric circles. If you can picture a rock dropped in water. A rock dropped in water.
That says rat.
Yeah.
It's a rock.
It says rat.
Picture throwing a rock in the water, right? You just drop it in the water. What comes out? It's like ripples, but they form
Sound waves.
circles, right? Looks like sound waves, right? It looks like sound waves, but it's in the water, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what they are circles. I'm writing this as neatly as I can. With the same center.
It says OA.
Yeah, it's not a very smart board, is it?
It's a dumb board. Dummy.
Here's center A. Here's one circle around it.
Dumb board. Whoa. It's a
Just keep
bullseye.
going. Okay? Just keep going. They're concentric circles.
Wait, don't take it off. Charge. No, I'm tired. That looks like an asteroid belt.
Is that everything you guys have? No, there's something after that, isn't there?
Joy.
Page 2. Yeah, you guys would be in big trouble if you try doing your homework without it. Alright. Rock dropped in water. Here we go. We're moving on. Chord. Your directions say something like name each below using the appropriate labels from the diagram. Hey, Rashad, use the right labels, okay? Can you do it? You're not the only one. I'm just picking on you because you can handle it. The other people can't handle it. You're stronger than me.
You're strong.
Tiger is strong. A chord. Someone raise your hand and tell me a chord. There's more than one. What do you have? F, E. And guess what? I draw this over it. Okay, does someone want another example of a chord? Please, Silas. No. Tangent lines. Just a line segment. It stops here in F, stops here in E. Please. B, E would also be another one. I'm just going to write it over here. B, E, like so. Those are the only two. You will basically just have to pick one of them and write it down on your homework. If that was the deal, you only have to pick one. Tangent. Tangent is a line. Is on the outside. Please. It's on the outside there. Has to actually be a physical line. CD. CD, it has to be a line. So what do I put up top? With arrows. Thank you. This is very good.
Arrows?
With arrows. Central angle. Central angle. Please. B A C. Perfect. There's the second one up there. There's also an angle. EAC. That's true as well. Okay. So those angles, those are the only two you can have. Obviously, the angle CAC is the same as angle post that as well, so you're fine. Minor arc. Oh my goodness, there's tons of them. Let's just do one of them. Zach, what do we have? EC. That's correct. So EC. How do I draw the arc?
Bubble.
A little bubble over it. That's good. Major arc. We need 3 letters. Let's use EC as well. But instead of going just this way right here, let's go the other way. So how do we say that? You got to say E, C's at the end. What's in between? Either F or B. I'm going to say F. It doesn't make any difference. Any point in between, so I could say EFB or EFC, or I could say EBF. Just kind of tells me which direction I'm going. Okay? Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay? Semicircle. Someone told me the semicircle. There's actually 2 of them. And I think we kind of did this wrong. I think you need 3 letters to kind of tell you which direction you're going.
It's a BCE.
B. Okay? So we could say BCE. I think that's fine. Which is that the top or the bottom? Top or bottom?
Bottom.
It's the bottom. It starts at B, goes in the direction of C, ends up at E. Okay? Or if we want to describe the top, how do we do that? Yeah, E, F, E. Someone said in the back, they said E, F, B. That's the exact same thing. Okay? So arc, the way you read this is arc, B, C, E. Radius. 1, 2, there's 3 radii up there. Let's name them all. Someone name a radius for me, please. AC, I agree. AC, and it has to have a little line over it. Or
AE.
AE, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Or AB. See how there's 3 radii?
Punch in my brother.
Diameter. It's only one diameter. Carrington, what is it?
Beat the wall, take his face.
Diameter.
Yeah,
A.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Diameter.
huh?
It's only one diameter.
BA.
BE, I agree. BE. Man, we're halfway done with this. Is everybody okay with these? Could you have named this EB? Is that fine? Yeah, it's still describing the same thing. So it's fine. Yes, sir.
What's the difference in major arc and semi?
What's that?
What's the difference in major arc and semi?
Okay, that's a good question. A minor arc is less than 180. Major arc is more than 180. And a semicircle is exactly 180. So it depends on what you're talking about. It's kind of like an acute angle, a right angle, and an obtuse angle. Okay, does that make sense? Excellent. Thank you for asking that question. In circle A above, BE is the diameter. The measure of arc EC is 77 degrees. Find the measure, find BE and find the measure of BC. What in the world are they talking about? I better label this. Let's do this. I'm going to label it up here. I wish I had a diagram here. Okay, so it says the measure of EC, that's this thing right here. This is 77. Okay? Find the measure of BC. So if this is 77, how do I figure out how much this is? Yeah, since this whole thing is a semicircle, everybody's going to say 100. I better write on the other page. This is 180 degrees minus 77 degrees. So that should be 103 degrees. So that's the measure of arc B. What in the world? Read it. Where did I just second? There's two things. BE is on measure BC. So look at this again. Oh.
Oh wow, now I'm gonna be so late.
Your homework's gonna be at the door.
So late.